Welcome, welcome. Thank you, family and friends, neighbors, co-workers, Dianaverse. Thank you again, y'all, for joining me at Maria Loves to Talk. You guys have some good videos for you today. They are good videos. They might be a little sad. What am I doing? No, I'm not talking about dating app horror stories, but I do have a couple dating app horror stories. Then I have some true stories people have shared with me recently at work while I'm out and about at my favorite place to shop. And no more 99 cents, but I've been going to Dollar Tree. I don't know. I don't really like Dollar Tree like I like the 99 cents. It's something about Dollar Tree. And then the one that I go to, I have to go to like two or three others to find some of the stuff that I see these YouTubers be showing. I never find it at my Dollar Tree. I have to go to two or three other stores to find some of the things that I see these YouTubers be showing, all the little goodies they get. But getting back to my videos, getting back to you guys, how you guys been doing? Y'all getting the little kiddies ready to go back to school? Well, in fact, some kids have already. I just saw where some kids just went back to school. Was it the beginning of August or the end of July? And teachers are having like a drive for people to come and donate school supplies and whatnot. And one of my nieces finally got on, decided to go back to school. She's working with, will be working with autistic children. Two of my other friends I hadn't talked to in a while, they going back to school, also back to teaching. So hey, all I can tell you guys and gals, good luck, blessings to you and to those children. So without further ado, you know the drill. Go get you some snacks. Come on back. What am I talking about? One of the stores will be out of Macon County, I think San Antonio. Again, we're hopefully, I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know whichever person win to be our new president next year. Can they do anything, or will they be able to do anything? You know what? Nobody, not even Kamala Harris. Yeah, I don't want to go there, but I'm gonna have to. She's a woman. Even when Hillary was running, I don't remember or hear anybody talking about this domestic violence, this war on women and kids, this war on pregnant women, this war on little girls and human trafficking. I don't hear anybody talking about that or letting it be a part of their campaign or things to do to get done. I don't hear it. I don't know. But you guys, let's go ahead and get on with the video. So go get your little snacks. Let's get into it. Of course, it's not going to be like when I'm doing the dating stories, because this involves children. Very delicate, very sensitive, and it just makes me keep saying what people have been saying for a long time. We need to give families, moms, dads, here's a test. Here's the IQ test. Here's a parenting test. Let's see how you do. Then if you pass, then you can have a child. If not, no children. No children for you. I don't even know if they deserve to have a cat or a dog. This is a young couple. Well, I'll take that back. They're not that young. They're old enough to know better. Murder charge maintained against Clinton Township parents accused of starving child. How can you starve somebody? This is the United States, and I'm going to keep saying it, and I don't know if people get mad. This is the biggest, baddest, greatest country in the universe. Food is all over the place. I worked at the food stamp office, you guys, for almost 10 years. I used to be the one people would come to my office and say, hey, I'm not able to give my customer their food stamp today or tomorrow. Where's the list that you made up with all the places they can go to get food? Or we will give them a little paper to go to the Salvation Army. I'm working at a place, none of your business. And I'm almost like the food person for my little area, because I keep stuff here, and if it's something that I don't need, or we don't want, or we don't like, or we've had too much, I'll drop it off to my nephew and his little friends, or I'll drop it off to this little senior area where the seniors meet in the morning. So I just drop them off the other day. Two things of croissants. A few days before that, somebody had gave me some leftover. I don't want to say it was inshore, but y'all know what I'm talking about. We have food all over the place. My old neighborhood, the kids would wait when I would get off from work. It wasn't even my kids. The next door neighbor kids from two doors down wait, hang around, even offer to help me take stuff out the car, waiting for me to give them a bag of goodies or treats. How can you start at a child that you brought into this world, that you birthed? This looks like a little interracial couple. Yes, I'm going there. They look weird. They look strange to me. She's got hair color, purple, blue, green, all kind of weird colors. He looks shaggedy, or as they say, the bottom shelf Brad. He got stringy hair, looked like it's half dyed blonde. He looked like that Scooby-Doo guy down there in was it Wisconsin that dismembered that poor young lady. So let me stop yapping and complaining. A Clinton Township mother and father, they're not a mother, they're not a father. Mothers and fathers don't do that to their babies. Accused of fatally starving their 2-year-old son were ordered Wednesday to face second-degree murder and child abuse charges in Macon County Circuit Court. Jonathan Matthew Cheek, he's 26, he's old enough to know better, and Sierra Pearl Zaitona, I don't know what that is. Sounds Italian, maybe Spanish. 28. She almost close to 30. She know better.
And Corbett arrived to her Clinton Township home last Thursday. She had no idea why so many emergency crews were on her street. She also did not realize all the things she did not know about her neighbors, Jonathan Cheek and Sierra Zaitona.
We didn't even know she had a baby. Had no idea. And the baby was, I'm guessing, like 1.5 years old.
According to police, the couple found their son dead in his crib. That's when the fire department and police responded to render medical aid.
We saw the commotion. We watched the baby come out. Lifeless. She had a baby. Had no idea. And the baby was, I'm guessing, like 1.5 years old.
According to police, the couple found their son dead in his crib. That's when the fire department and police responded to render medical aid.
We saw the commotion. The police rushed in the door. We watched the baby come out, lifeless.
The medical examiner determined the cause of death was starvation.
It's heartbreaking because I'm a mom before. I have a 3-year-old, so it kills me.
Corbett says there were 2 other children living in this home who played with her kids.
We saw the younger 2 kids, a couple times because of my kids. We didn't even know she had a baby.
25-year-old Cheek and 27-year-old Zaitona are both facing a number of charges, including second-degree murder. Both parents were arraigned, and the judge set bond for each at $1 million cash surety with a GPS tether if released.
I don't know how any of us missed it. So, the father all the time.
In fact, Corbett says because the mom never left her home, she often offered to help her if she needed anything.
And I always told her, if you need anything, come over. I have kids. You need anything, I'm here. Because I never saw her leave the house.
Fox 2 reached out to the Clinton Township Police Department and the prosecutor's office, and the wait for a response continues.
You try to, get to know your neighbors, and then you don't, and then you see something tragic like this happen. And there could have been prevented.
And Clinton Township, Ingrid Kelly, Fox.
The medical examiner determined the cause of death was starvation. Lucido said in a news release, both defendants are the biological parents. Lucido said the child had been in foster care prior to being returned to the parents. Being returned to the parents. This child was returned. These foster agencies or programs are not doing a very good job in vetting these parents or checking on them to make sure. I'm gonna get more information. That did they go to the program? Are they ready? Is the house ready? For mothers, there's all kind of programs, and then WIC. Everybody get WIC. They don't look like they know Ivanka Trump or no Cardi B or anything where they will be over the income limit. Everybody gives no reason for your baby to starve. I don't understand that. Prayers go out to this child. And again, this story didn't even tell us the name of the baby or anything of it. So I feel sorry for these poor babies. Okay, so moving on to my next one. This says court docs detail extent of injuries Reed City baby received. Here's another baby. Alleged being beaten by mother's girlfriend. Renzi McCall was 4.5 months old when her mother's girlfriend allegedly beat her while under her care. This baby looked biracial. The young lady also looked like she's biracial. I can tell. I can tell. Okay. Here, Reed City. So this is in Michigan. Reed City, Michigan. I've never been to Michigan. Okay. New court documents obtained by 13 on your side reveal the extent of injuries to Reed City baby suffered by alleged suspect Savannah Marie Miller in late July. Amber McCall, Renzi's mother, was dating Miller and asked her to watch Renzi while she went to work at a restaurant in Reed City.
It continues to grapple with the unimaginable pain of losing a 4-month-old baby. A probable cause hearing happening earlier today for the woman charged with the baby's murder.
Hi, big girl.
Renzi McCall's family describes her as a happy, smiling baby who brought immense joy to those around her.
She was just so loved, and my sister said to me this morning, she said, the thing is, Renzi didn't deserve that, and I think that's the part. No, she didn't deserve it.
On July 21st, the 4-month-old's mother, Amber McCall, left the infant with her girlfriend, 31-year-old Savannah Marie Miller, while she went to work. Court documents show McCall came home to find the baby lying in a pack-and-play, covered in bruises with a severe injury to her right eye.
This was my niece's first weekend where someone else was watching her because normally she's with her family.
Miller, who had just celebrated 4 months of sobriety, ordered 10 fireball shooters on DoorDash that night and tells police the night was blurry. She claims Renzi's injuries came from a series of accidents. McCall's sisters don't buy it.
You beat our niece. You put her to bed. You took her clothes off. You put her in the crib as if she were sleeping, and you went to sleep.
Renzi was taken off life support on July 24th. Miller is being held without bond, charged with child abuse and murder.
I definitely think that she deserves to spend a very long time in prison, if not her entire life.
I think that Savannah should get the maximum allowed for each one of her sentences.
Miller's sister, Desiree Gilbert, and stepsister, Regina Rezegui, say she has a history of violence. She lost custody of her own 3 kids, but they add she's a master manipulator.
I really honestly don't believe that Amber had any idea that Savannah was who she was. There was never any charges brought against her for the abuse, neglect, and abandonment of her own children.
McCall's family hopeful the young mother will be able to forgive herself for what she didn't know and may never know.
Unfortunately, we'll never get the answers that we're looking for.
Nothing will be enough.
Hi, big girl.
Nothing will be enough.
Good morning.
The family of baby Renzi will hold a candlelight vigil tomorrow night at 8 at 424 West Franklin Avenue in Reed City. Miller is being held without bond, awaiting a preliminary hearing for which a date has not yet been.
We begin tonight with reaction from the sister of the West Michigan woman now charged with murder in the beating death of a 4.5-month-old baby who was in her care. 13 on your side's Kiara Patterson spoke with the sister tonight. She joins us now with what she said.
Juliet, yesterday evening, 4.5-month-old Renzi McCall was taken off life support. Savannah Miller is charged with abuse and murder in her case. Her sister tells Miller deserves a lifetime behind bars.
She's narcissistic, she is conniving, and she is evil. We're all hoping that she gets the maximum sentence allowed for every single one of her charges.
On Monday, 31-year-old Savannah Miller was arraigned on one count of child abuse. She was accused of causing major injuries to 4.5-month-old Renzi McCall on July 21st. Renzi's grandfather, Jeremiah White, says he got a frantic call after his daughter Amber came home from work.
She said, I came in, she was in bed, and she said, I got a glimpse of Renzi and I thought I saw something on her, like bruises or something. She turned on the light and she was fully covered in bruises.
The baby's mother was in a relationship living with Miller, who is now facing murder charges after baby Renzi was taken off life support Wednesday evening. Police and Renzi's family say the baby's mother found her 4.5-month-old daughter on a bed with many bruises, barely alive.
So my daughter picked her up and she's like, Dad, she's lifeless, like she's barely breathing.
Miller's sister Desiree Gilbert says her sister was in rehab for the last few months for alcohol addiction and has a history of abuse.
She abused me severely. She has a history of abusing her own 3 sons and other children from other relationships. She has over 100 CPS cases or reports that were filed.
Gilbert hopes her sister gets the maximum amount of time behind bars. She also wants Renzi's family to know that she will fight for justice to be served for their little girl.
I just want to give my sincerest apologies that this never should have happened and that I will be seeking justice for Renzi as well as my other sisters, and we will get as far as we possibly can.
And because the baby died, Savannah Miller was charged today with 2 counts of child abuse and 2 counts of murder. She'll be back in court next week. And
I don't know what is up with these young people where if they're not letting the boyfriend that they just met at McDonald's last week watch their kid, they got a girlfriend there, I don't know, and then she got a baby. So I'm trying to figure out here, are they LGBTQ? When you had a baby, was she already, or is this, they get mad at the husband or the boyfriend, so this is their way of getting back at him? Why didn't you leave your baby? Why didn't you leave your baby with your mama? Mama, daddy, papa, grandpa, daycare, the church. A cute little fat baby. Okay, so the woman, I'm trying to see, look that baby on that breathing machine. Oh my goodness, I can't stand to see stuff like this. Oh my gosh. Fat little chunky little chubby little baby.
We're devastated. We just can't believe to lose a grandchild, but to lose a grandchild at the hand of someone else. This wasn't a car accident. This wasn't, a slip and fall. This was a girl that beat my child.
Renzi McCall of Reed City passed away last week on Wednesday. The 4-month-old allegedly beaten by 31-year-old Savannah Miller, who has since been charged with murder and child abuse in McCall's death. And new tonight, Fox 17's Sam Lancher went to a vigil as family and friends remembered their little girl.
Blue was the color Friday for a gathering that started on the sidewalk and soon spilled into the street, remembering Renzi.
I'm a fixer. I'm always trying to fix everything.
How do you remember a life 4 months long?
And the crazy thing about this is I just can't fix it.
Renzi McCall's grandfather, Jeremiah White, returns to this memory.
Mealtime, I call her she was my fickalicious. Like she would be drinking a bottle and just be like, and I'd be like, Renz, it's enough. Stop. You're not going, I'm not going to take this. I'm going to let you finish this. And she just,
remember me.
The crowd holding candles tonight for the girl who family says was a smiling light herself.
Even though she never spoke, I feel like I knew exactly who she was.
They want to remember Renzi and want something else too.
Yes, jail. Throw the book at her, for real, for real. But also Renzi's Law. There's a way I can look that up and find out. that's what you are, or that's what you've done. I would love for something like that to change and make a big difference.
In Reed City, Sam Lanstra, Fox 17 News.
Family of Renzi say they plan to attend all of Savannah Miller's court hearings. The 31-year-old has been charged with 4 crimes: first and second-degree child abuse, felony murder, and second-degree murder. For more on the alleged incident itself, which happened at the apartment complex where the vigil was held tonight, you can visit our website at Fox 17 online.
Life support Wednesday evening. Her name, Renzi McCall. The baby's mother was in a relationship living with a woman named Savannah Miller, who is now facing murder charges. Miller's stepsister's telling Fox 17 she deserves to be behind bars.
But these are serious charges.
On Monday, 31-year-old Savannah Miller arraigned on 1 count of child abuse.
It's my understanding we have a young person here, very young person,
accused of causing catastrophic injuries to Renzi McCall on July 21st.
I can hear you. Okay.
Taken off life support late Wednesday, Miller was given additional charges: felony murder, second-degree murder, and another count of child abuse, according to the Osceola County prosecutor. Miller's stepsisters, Regina and Desiree, say they've been trying to sound the alarm for years.
She should not have even been in Reed City. She should have been in jail.
According to court documents obtained by Fox 17, Miller was watching the infant for her girlfriend, the child's biological mother, who was at work.
Yeah, Savannah's a really good manipulator.
Yeah, she is. She's a Class A narcissist.
Coming home to their apartment, Renzi's mom, along with a coworker, allegedly found Miller asleep, Renzi in a pack-and-play nearby.
And that mother, she had no idea who she let move in with her, because there was never any charges filed on her.
Court docs say baby Renzi was laying on her back, face up, on the top of a blanket with bruises covering her body. A severe injury to her right eye, bruises to her stomach and hip. The baby unresponsive at the time.
We have been trying for years to serve justice to her, because this is not the first incident of abuse that Savannah has inflicted onto children.
Miller allegedly told investigators that she had been sober for 3 or 4 months leading up to the night in question. Court docs say she said for some reason she doesn't understand why she decided to DoorDash a package of 10 mini shooters of Fireball.
Her mother has lost her baby because of that.
Her sisters say they've long been fighting to protect Miller's 3 biological children from her.
We've always been concerned for their well-being, and if it means protecting them from their own mother, that's what we have to do.
As to how the injuries happened, court docs say Miller claimed it was all from a series of unfortunate accidents. A fall from her bed, a fall from the kitchen counter, and allegedly an instance of accidentally slamming the baby's head into a sharp edge while walking out to the kitchen. She was going to call 911, court documents explain, but she knew she was intoxicated and probably would get in trouble.
We will be at her court hearings, and we will be fighting for justice for as hard as we can, for as much as we can.
Now facing those murder charges and the baby's death, Miller is looking at the possibility of life in prison if convicted.
The family has a GoFundMe, which is being organized by their friend. Let's see how much a GoFundMe raised. I'll just be curious when I see these GoFundMe. So the goal was $25,000. They raised $11,222. Okay. This is sad. Prayers go out. Pretty little baby, look like a baby doll, like a baby alive. I don't know when these mommies and daddies are going to learn. You can't let any old Tom, Dick, and Harry watch your child. You can't let anybody watch your innocent, precious child. Your child should be like somebody asking you, hey, I don't know, Karen, can I borrow your $25,000 mink your husband gave you? Hey, Amber, can I wear your $5,000 engagement ring your boyfriend gave you? I'm going to the disco. I call it disco. I know the baby is not exactly like a mink or engagement ring, but I'm saying your child is more valuable than that. You just leave it with Tom, Dick, and Harry, and the other girl looked like she possibly was on something or high, and she had such a nonchalant, well, I'm just gonna go on back to bed. And the baby, you could tell by her complexion, she's awfully light. So any little tap or touch or pinch, she would have turned red. And she was like, "Oh, there's nothing wrong with her." Prayers go out. I don't know what to say other than hopefully this lady will get justice for her child. This heifer will go to jail, but I doubt they probably gonna give her the affluenza treatment. You know, she's gonna say something like she got a mental card or mental case, or she took her Xanax, or she took her depression medicine, and the girlfriend should have never left the child with her because that was too overwhelming. You know the excuses they give. Okay.